Sabalenka, Rybakina to meet in Australian Open final. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka to meet former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina in first women's Grand Slam final of 2026 at Melbourne Park. Belarusian Aryna Sabalenka powered into her fourth Australian Open final in a row with a dominant 6-2, 6-3 win over Ukraine's Elina Svitolina on Thursday, in a politically charged encounter. Top-seeded Sabalenka will now bid for a third crown at Melbourne Park in 4 years, and fifth Grand Slam title overall, against Elena Rybakina at Rod Laver Arena on Saturday. I just cannot believe that. It's an incredible achievement, but the job is not done yet. World number 1 Sabalenka said on court. I'm super happy with the win. She's such a tough opponent and has been playing incredible tennis the whole week. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, for which Belarus has been a staging ground, Russian and Belarusian players have been banned from representing their nations at the Grand Slams and tour events. Like other players from Ukraine, Svitolina does not shake hands with opponents from Russia or Moscow's ally Belarus because of the war. An announcement was made before the semi-final at Rod Laver Arena, and a statement flashed up on a big screen saying there would be no handshake, asking fans to respect that. The two players also noticeably kept apart for the pre-match formalities and photos. Svitolina has been vocal about the strain of playing the two countries' players and said she hoped to bring her nation light at the Australian Open after a tough winter. The 27-year-old Sabalenka, however, crushed those hopes in a furious display of raw power. She became the third woman in the professional era to reach the Australian Open decider 4 times in a row, following Yvonne Goolagong-Cawley, 1971-76, and Martina Hingis, 1997-2002, who each played 6 finals in a row. Gutted not to make it through tonight, Svitolina told reporters. Of course, it's very difficult when you're playing a world number 1 on fire. While 31-year-old Svitolina was comprehensively defeated, she fought hard from the first ball to the last. The 12th seed started with tenacity, thumping a forehand winner down the line on the first point returning serve. Sabalenka wobbled, giving up 2 break points with a loose backhand, but blasted her way out of danger. There was early tension at 2-1 when Svitolina was awarded a point mid-rally, with Sabalenka penalized for hindering the point with a late grunt. Incensed, she demanded a video review, but the point stood. She channeled her frustration into breaking Svitolina, then held for a 4-1 lead. Pinning Svitolina well behind the baseline, Sabalenka grabbed 3 set points and converted the third, roaring "Let's go!" after a sizzling cross-court backhand winner. After 41 minutes of earth-shaking power, Sabalenka's weapons finally misfired. She dropped the opening service game of the second set with a clutch of errors, raising cheers from a crowd yearning for a contest. But Sabalenka steadied herself, breaking Svitolina twice in succession. Svitolina never dropped her head and earned a break point when trailing 4-2 to put the match back on serve. Sabalenka was not to be denied, though. After thrashing a forehand winner down the line to save the break point, she proved unstoppable. Grabbing 2 match points with a huge serve, Sabalenka closed it out in style, swooping forward with a forehand cross-court winner to book her chance of claiming a third trophy at Melbourne Park. Rybakina overcomes Pegula, sets up 2023 finals rematch. In the second semi-final on Thursday, Rybakina set up a rematch of the 2023 Australian Open women's singles final with Sabalenka with a 6-3, 7-6-7 defeat of 6th seed Jessica Pegula. Rybakina, the 2022 Wimbledon champion, needed 1 hour and 40 minutes to eliminate the American to advance to Saturday night's final showdown with Sabalenka. Sabalenka has an 8-6 advantage in head-to-head meetings with Rybakina, the pair splitting their 4 meetings last year. Rybakina won their most recent match at the season-ending WTA Finals in December.